The phone rang, sharp and sudden, cutting through the quiet evening air in Lisa's room. She glanced at the clock. 6 p.m. Who would be calling now? She picked up. Lisa, can you babysit tonight? It was Mrs. Carter from next door. Her voice rushed but hopeful. Lisa paused, considering. Nighttime babysitting always meant the hardest part, bedtime. Getting Tommy and Emma to sleep felt like trying to herd cats. And their baby brother? A ticking time bomb of tears. Sure, I can, Lisa said. Perfect. Be here by 7. Mrs. Carter replied quickly, relief clear in her voice. Lisa hung up, took a deep breath, and mentally prepared herself. Memories of the last babysitting disaster flooded back, Tommy refusing to sleep, Emma spilling juice everywhere, and the baby screaming non-stop. Tonight would be different, she told herself. It had to be. At exactly 7 p.m. Lisa knocked on the Carters' front door. Mrs. Carter opened it, coat half on, purse dangling from her wrist. Thanks so much, Lisa. The baby just woke up. Tommy and Emma already had dinner. But they're still bouncing off the walls. No problem, Lisa said with forced confidence. Call me if anything comes up. And with that, Mrs. Carter was gone. The door clicked shut. Silence. Too much silence. Lisa. Tommy's voice exploded from upstairs, followed by a thunder of footsteps. Emma screamed behind him. Let's watch a movie. No. Let's play, Tommy argued. And I'm hungry, Emma added dramatically, arms crossed. Lisa held up both hands. One at a time. First, no running in the house. Second, Emma, you just had dinner. But I need a snack to sleep, Emma declared, as if it were a scientific fact. Before Lisa could respond, the baby started crying from upstairs, a sharp, piercing wail. Lisa's stomach tightened. Wait here, she instructed. Rushing to the nursery. The baby's face was red. Tiny fists clenched. What's wrong, little guy? Lisa whispered. Diaper dry. Bottle ready. The baby pushed the bottle away, crying even harder. Suddenly, beep. Lisa spun around. The oven? She hadn't touched the oven. Smoke curled from the edges. Who turned this on? She demanded. Tommy stared at the floor. I just pressed a button. Lisa inhaled slowly through her nose. Tommy, you never touch the oven. Ever. Okay, he mumbled. The smoke cleared, but the smell lingered. The baby's cries only grew louder. I'm starving, Emma whined. Apple, Lisa said, grabbing one from the counter. Here, Emma frowned. I wanted cookies. Too bad, Lisa snapped, nerves fraying. She rushed back to the baby, bouncing him gently, but the crying wouldn't stop. Lisa, my toy's missing, Tommy shouted. I'm still hungry, Emma added. 3 voices swirled around her like a storm. Lisa's pulse pounded in her ears. Tommy, the toy can wait. Emma, eat the apple. I need to deal with the baby. The baby kept crying. Then, splash. Water. Lots of it. Lisa dumped the baby back in the crib and ran to the bathroom. Water covered the floor. Tommy holding a plastic cup. Emma giggling uncontrollably. We're playing flood, Tommy announced proudly. Stop it, both of you. Lisa grabbed towels, tossing them down. Clean this up now. But I'm hungry, Emma complained again. And I want to play, Tommy added. Then, click. Darkness. Emma whimpered. Lisa, I'm scared. Lisa's heart jumped. Power outage. Fantastic. Stay calm. Let's find a flashlight. Spooky. Tommy said with delight. Not helping. Lisa snapped. The floor creaked under their feet as they shuffled to the kitchen. Every sound felt louder in the dark. Lisa's hand found the flashlight, and weak yellow light filled the room. The fridge beeped. No power. Food inside would warm soon. Another problem for the pile. Then, thud. What was that? Emma whispered, clutching Lisa's arm. Lisa's grip tightened on the flashlight. They crept toward the living room. Nothing. Just a fallen book. Not a ghost. Tommy laughed. Not funny. Emma hissed. Then, crash. Glass shattered upstairs. Lisa's stomach dropped. The baby. Stay here, she ordered. Bolting up the stairs. The nursery lamp lay in shards. The baby wailed louder. But, the baby was still in the crib. Far from the lamp. How? Lisa whispered. Emma and Tommy peeked in. Is someone in the house? Emma's voice shook. No, Lisa said firmly, though her pulse begged to differ. She grabbed her phone. No service. Of course. Then, creak. The closet door. Lisa froze. Emma grabbed her arm. Don't open it. We have to know. Lisa's voice was braver than she felt. Step by step, she approached. Flashlight trembling. She shone it inside. Coats. Boxes. Nothing. See? Empty. But then, thump. A small sound from the back of the closet. Emma's eyes widened. Lisa? Lisa swallowed hard. Who's there? Silence. Then, thump again. Maybe it's a ghost. Tommy grinned. Stop it, Emma shouted. Lisa reached forward, hand shaking, and pulled back the last coat. A pair of big, round eyes stared up at her. Meow. A cat? Lisa blinked. A tiny kitten stepped forward. Paws silent on the floor. Where did it come from? Emma whispered. I don't know. Suddenly, click. The lights flickered back on. The house returned to normal. Except for one thing. The kitten. Can we keep it? Tommy begged. No, it's not ours. A knock at the door. All three froze. Mrs. Carter wasn't due back for hours. Lisa peeked through the peephole. No one there. Just a small box on the porch. She opened the door cautiously. The box was light, with a note. For you. Inside was a red collar with a tiny bell. Lisa glanced at the kitten. The collar was the perfect size. Who left this? Emma asked. Lisa scanned the street. Empty. Only wind and silence. Maybe it's magic. Tommy whispered. No such thing. Lisa said, though her heart doubted. She clipped the collar onto the kitten. It purred softly, curling against her hand. Another knock. This time at the window. Emma squeaked. Tommy ran to look. It's a man. Lisa's heart pounded. A man stood by the fence. Hands in pockets. Watching. Don't open the door, Emma pleaded. Lisa cracked the door slightly. Hello? The man stepped closer. Not threatening. Just calm. Did you find the kitten? Lisa held up the collar. Did you leave this? He nodded. I found the kitten outside this morning. I saw the baby crying earlier. I thought maybe the kitten could help. Lisa's breath caught. Well, it worked. Tommy grinned. The man smiled, turning to leave. It's yours now. Really? Emma's eyes sparkled. He nodded once. A gift. Lisa held the kitten close. warmth spreading through her chest. "Let's name it." Emma beamed. "Midnight," Tommy declared. "Welcome home." "Midnight," Lisa whispered. The baby giggled. No more crying. No more chaos. Just calm. The doorbell rang. Mrs. Carter home at last. But Lisa knew tonight would stay with her forever. Not because of the chaos, but because of the tiny miracle that arrived when they needed it most.